Hello Pythonistas. Today we are going to see math interpreter, and so Python already supports math, whereas we can add, subtract, multiply and divide values and even variables. Now write a program which the user enables all these three operations. Okay. So now we are going to create a file called as interpreter.py and implement a program that prompts the user for an arithmetic expression and then calculates the output and results as floating point value formatted in one decimal point. Assume that the user inputs are in the format of x, y and z, which with one space between x, y and z. Okay. So here x will be an integer, y will be an any of the symbols, and z will be an integer. So this is going to be our expression, and we are going to give the answer for this expression with one value as floating point. Okay, so we are going to use floating point here, and yeah, let us try doing this, and hope it is going to be very useful. Okay, so here in our hint they have said we can use the split function, so we are going to use this one only to split our expression into integer and then the symbols. Okay, so I have already created an interpreter file for you because you already know how to create a file by this time. Okay, so now let us ask the expression from the user. Input Okay, I am just asking the expression from my user. After this, I am going to split this expression as x comma y comma z. So how am I going to split? With respect to the space, as they have mentioned. So exp dot split with respect to space. Okay, so our x and z will be two integer or floating point values, whereas y will be our expression. So we are going to convert my x to be float of x and y to be float of y. Okay, I have converted my x and y to be the x and z I need to convert. Y will be the symbol. Okay, so I have converted my x and z. Now what I'm going to do is so let us use the match case. Okay, match. What am I going to match? I'm going to match my y, and with what am I going to match? Case plus. If my case is going to be plus operator, what will I do? So I am going to print here x plus z. Am I right? So it is very easy. I am going to print x plus z. So here I have converted to floating point instead of integer, because if I convert to floating point, it will be automatically taking as float, and with one decimal point we will get. Now case subtraction. So I need to print x minus z. Now case multiplication, I will print x into z. Then comes the case division. Here I will print. So they have said if we divide also, we need to round it off to one integer. So round off, my first parameter will be x divided by z. My second parameter will be the number of values. So one integer I have round off. So yeah, that's it I guess, and hope it is going to help correctly. We don't have a default case because already they have mentioned us that there will be only we are going to assume the input will be only in this particular format. So we no need to worry about the default case. Let us check the program now. Yeah, let us check if we are going to get all the green smileys. Oh, I have got some great smileys. So what have they said? They have said input should yield an output of 2, expected 2. Okay, so what they have said, to see the results we are going to go to this browser. Okay, I will copy this and paste it here. Let us check what is happening. Okay, it is showing some error for us. Why is it showing so? Okay, so I have converted here y instead of z. I said z there, but I did not write it right. Okay, it is just a minor mistake. I think now it will be solving. So every time it is not that we need to get all only green smileys, but we need to know how to rectify our problem with help of the thing. So whenever we get this kind of URL, you can just open it. It will give you a clear explanation. Here can you see it is saying it is giving you the trace back error instead of giving 2.0. So only we are trying to recall what is the error. This was the actual output. Traceback error and the float of y. Here is the error. So yeah, and yeah, now it is going to be all green and we can just submit a program. And after submitting, as usual, don't forget the drill of just checking whether in the grade sheet it is uploaded, and then continue with the next program, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.